Dr. Jeremy Martinez. I'm an addiction psychiatrist, and I've worked extensively with people experiencing homelessness, with people in substance use disorder treatment, and saw that there was a gap in the ability to monitor and assure that someone was safe while they're in treatment.
Yeah, so my background is in commercial real estate, primarily in the residential space, single family, multifamily, and those are types of. I've been in about 25 years as an owner operator, consultant, uh, financer. So I've seen a lot of different methods of how to provide housing, but I never really saw a good method to provide housing for people that are in the most vulnerable.
Talking to Nitish about how we first met at the Health Equity Conference, and I remember thinking, he's a computer scientist at this health equity conference. You just don't see that very often.
No, you don't. And that's what made Nitish very unique. And
Yeah, yeah. I was just watching, I was looking at the photo. I think it was at the Orange County Health Equity Conference. And it was interesting because I, at that time, was actively working on research related to intersection of food and mental well-being. And all this got started, in fact, because of the pandemic. So I was my previous life working as a research and development engineer in industry, and I wanted to somehow leverage my technical skills to improve people's health and well-being, right? And the pandemic somehow was that spark which made me transition more into the machine learning and AI space, but with applications to health. And I remember also sort of the conversations which we had during the conference about just uh, how can we make things better, right? I think that's the place we're all coming from. Care provider access is challenging, and their bandwidth, their capability to manage multiple people at the same time is limited. So if there's a way where technology can enable triaging of these risks and figure out who needs this care the most and leverage the limited time and resources of current health professionals.
Another part of the technology is the client can press buttons on the interface to identify their own mood level. And what we do on the back end is we're developing machine learning algorithms to what passive data that's being collected could actually be used, and how do we connect what's happening in their movement, in their heart rate, and their breathing to their self-identified mood. So that's just another aspect to this. We have a number of different sensors and components that all feed into this dashboard. I'm very interested in NIDA's support and coaching along the lines of, we have these different ideas, we have these different models. Let's talk about how this fits into a regulatory framework, and how can we move this along into the marketplace. We already have providers that are interested in using this technology, so the desire is there, but we would benefit from the guidance, the technical expertise. The study designs, making sure that what we're doing is measuring what we're intending to measure, and also the regulatory frameworks of the FDA around software as either a diagnostic or a therapeutic modality, or as a clinical decision support tool.